It's summer, but sadly due to the pandemic you were not able to go abroad, see some friends, go outside. It's scarier more than ever to go out of your game cave. You've probably spent all your money on V-Bucks and you need to go to school soon, so you need a back to school laptop. But you want one on the cheap. So, is that even possible? Hi guys, I'm Nura, and fear not, there is a cheap alternative for your laptop needs, and it's called the Lenovo Thinkpad, or to be more specific, used Lenovo Thinkpads. Lenovo Thinkpads are laptops which are mainly leased to different kinds of companies. After the lease contract ends, most of these laptops are scoured on eBay or any other second-hand used site you can find. I wouldn't necessarily recommend going this route if you're going to do a lot of video editing in Photoshop, but if you're just using your browser, looking at memes on the internet, watching videos, and even your occasional game of League of Legends, it should work fine. So here are a few tips for buying a used Lenovo Thinkpad. I would recommend buying a ThinkPad with at least a 6th gen processor. 6th gen processors can be found by their SKU number, and the first number indicates which generation it is. So go at least for a 6th gen processor. If you are going to do a little bit of Photoshop or a little bit of multitasking, however, I would recommend to go for at least 8th gen processor. 8th gen and up tends to have on the i5 and i7 variants having quad cores or sometimes even 6 cores. But again, I'll emphasize that these laptops are not specifically made for that. So try to go for an i5 or higher. Pick a laptop with an SSD. It's way easier and way more fun buying a new laptop with a fast boot drive, so you can straightly dive into it, and eventually if you want to have a bigger SSD, you could upgrade it down the line. ThinkPads are sadly not the nicest looking laptops, and besides that they have another big flaw. A lot of ThinkPads which are sold or being shipped do have a horrible 1266 by 768 panel, which is also TN. So the viewing angles are bad, you don't have a lot of brightness, these panels are just not worth it in my opinion. So I would recommend you to go for a 1920 by 1080p IPS panel if you can find one. However, if you're really on a tight budget and you can only find the TN variant, it is workable. Rounding this all up, I would recommend for a minimum of 8 GB of RAM. In 2020, you should not use a laptop with only 4 GB of RAM. Your experience on Google Chrome will be horrendous, you'll have not a lot of fun, and you can't even have like 2 or 3 programs open at the same time. So right now if you're thinking, well, I don't want to buy a ThinkPad because you just said I can't do Photoshop or video editing on it, what should I buy? I would recommend going on the used market and look for gaming laptops. Gaming laptops tend to have the horsepower for the video editing and Photoshop you'll need. Again, I would recommend to buy a laptop with at least a processor from the 6th gen. And why? That's mainly because also the graphics card from that area are quite good for the video editing and Photoshop needs. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, leave feedback in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.